Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Friday, February 28, 2025. In the headlines, CARICOM foreign affairs ministers seek clarity on the implications of new Cuba sanctions. Families in St. Patrick receive new Build Back Better homes. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell leads regional telecoms review. Ultimate Soca champion to be revealed tonight on GBN. Police move into new headquarters on the Carenage. Also in the news, regionally, CARICOM heads concerned over Venezuela's election plans. Internationally, tensions flare as U.S. President Donald Trump meets with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada Athletic Association to run off the Charlie George Classic from 10 a.m. on Saturday, while wins for Spartans and Tornadoes SC last evening in SBL Andy Williams Super League. We are reporting the day's news. Stay with us.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. CARICOM foreign affairs ministers have written to the U.S. State Department seeking clarification on a statement that has the potential to impact U.S. visas for Grenadian and CARICOM nationals. Janelle Dick has this evening's first report.
Grenada's Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Andal, who participated in the CARICOM Council for Foreign and Community Relations meeting, that's the COFCO meeting on Friday, said the ministers agreed to write to the U.S. State Department to seek clarification about the statement, which was issued on Tuesday by U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. The COFCO meeting was held to discuss the Trump administration's decision to revoke visas of foreign government officials whose country employ Cuban doctors and nurses. In a statement on Tuesday, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the expanded restrictions target individuals and immediate family members of individuals believed to be responsible for the program, which he described as forced labor. The statement reads, and I quote, "Today, we announced the expansion of an existing Cuba-related visa restriction policy that targets forced labor linked to the Cuban labor export program. This program policy applies to current or former Cuban government officials and other individuals, including foreign government officials, who are believed to be responsible for or involved in the Cuban labor export program, particularly Cuba's overseas medical missions. This policy also applies to the immediate family of such persons." End of quote. Andel said foreign ministers felt the statement, as issued, needs some clear specification, and it was agreed that CARICOM ministers should seek clarification and at the same time request a meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. No deadline was set because we cannot dictate the schedule for him, but we all agreed that such a meeting should be with the highest level, and that is meeting with him, Andel noted. The meeting will be arranged by COFCOR. Andel stated that in the meantime, Grenada will continue to honor its health agreement with Cuba. We have an agreement with Cuba, and we will continue to respect the terms and conditions. We expect to continue that relationship with Cuba, and if anything, we will cross that bridge when we get to it, Mr. Andal added. COFCOR is a CARICOM body that coordinates foreign policy and promotes cooperation among member states. Grenada over the years has signed agreements with the Cuban government that provide for doctors and nurses to render their services through medical missions. Through the health agreements, hundreds of medical personnel from Cuba have contributed and continue to contribute to Grenada's public healthcare system. For GBN News, Janelle Dick.
Now, some families in St. Patrick are proud owners after receiving keys to newly built homes under the Build Back Better project. Rena Thomas reports.
9 families in St. Patrick received the keys to their brand new homes this week, which were constructed as part of the government's Build Back Better initiative. The program targeted families in Mount Craven, La Fortune, and Rose Hill who suffered severe damage or lost their homes due to Hurricane Beryl. During a handover ceremony on Wednesday, Parliamentary Representative for St. Patrick East, Dennis Cornwell, emphasized that the keys symbolize more than just houses. They represent stability and a fresh start for the affected families. Cornwell also announced that moving forward, homes distributed under the program will no longer be provided free of charge.
So that we had done so far, they were done free of cost by the government, to the people who had lost their home. But there would come a time when those build back houses would continue. But then we call upon you to pay for those houses going forward. I know it may not be good news for some people because they feel that government should give everything that they have free. It's not possible. I have said it before, not once, not twice, but it will not be a situation where everybody get a free house from government going forward.
The newly constructed homes come fully equipped with electrical and plumbing system, as well as interior finishes, including painted walls and tiled bathrooms. Grateful families expressed heartfelt appreciation to the government of Grenada for the initiative.
On behalf of myself and my family, we say thank you to the government. We appreciate your generous contribution.
Thank you, everybody.
Of myself and the governments of this country, I say a wealthy thank you.
I want to express my gratitude to the Almighty God for your continuous blessings, and to the government of Grenada, in particular the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, for providing me and my children with this beautiful house.
On behalf of Mr. Alfred Cornwell, I would like to say a special thank you to the government of Grenada and to Mobilization, Implementation and Information. Thank you very much.
Today I want to officially say thank you to the government of Grenada, Minister Arnold, to my aunt, Mrs. Leah Chichester, who out of the blue just suddenly say, here's a spot, you can surely rest your head. And my family and I are very, very grateful for that home. And I will say thank you very much.
Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell will lead a review of the telecommunications environment in the region. As all we know, the Prime Minister and David Burt, Premier of Bermuda, will support Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Motley to review the sector's environment, with a view to creating a competitive atmosphere where customers and service providers are treated fairly. Addressing the media at the end of the 48th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM, Prime Minister Motley, chair of CARICOM, referred to the annual billion-dollar earnings of some communication platforms and services from which the region does not benefit economically. She said, and I quote, "We were informed that these entities earn as much as $11.6 billion a year, and they pay no taxes. There is no contribution in any way to the regional economy, and the absence loss of revenue to the telecoms firms means that at the very time that we need to be looking at reinvestment to make our telecommunications infrastructure sturdier, it is not there, unquote. She went on to say, quote, "We are at the stage of exploration, but Premier Burt and Prime Minister Mitchell will work with me to put the community in a position to better level the playing field to ensure that there is fairness to the consumer, fairness to the provider, and a competitive environment. We are conscious that the Caribbean, as a region of small states, has higher telecommunications costs than we would normally like to see compared to other regions," unquote. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is lead head of government with responsibility for science and technology in the CARICOM quasi-cabinet. Well, this weekend will be very busy for the Royal Grenada Police Force as it transitions to its new headquarters on the Carenage St. George. My colleague Christina John toured the newly refurbished facility on Friday and sent us this report.
No, this is the end of police presence at Fort George. Nothing police will be returned to Fort George. That facility has been given up to tourism. As you notice, it is being developed for tourism purposes. And when we leave this weekend, that will be the end of it for RGPF and Fort George.
And it's a wrap for the RGPF headquarters at its Fort George location as the organization transitioned to its permanent location on the Carenage St. George from Monday, March 3rd. As a result of this relocation and to accommodate the transition, some services will be temporarily disrupted over a 4-day period, Friday, February 20th to Monday, March 3rd. Full operations should resume on Tuesday, March 4th. GBN visited the new site on Friday where Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, Vanny Kerwin, provided insight into what the public can expect.
Well, none of the services that we provided at police headquarters can currently happen now. So people applying for permission for events, that is a police headquarters function. That function is temporarily ceased. People applying for vehicular accidents. Any correspondent at all that you are interested in from the police headquarters are temporarily non-existent. We have started the transition. We are deep into the transition. In fact, some departments and offices are totally transited into the new building. Over this weekend, the rest of the departments will be here. And as of Tuesday of next week, we are hoping that all of our services that we provided at the old headquarters will be available at the new headquarters. We have said Tuesday because we transiting this weekend and we want to give Monday an opportunity to test all of our equipment, the internet, our computers, and everything else that is necessary to ensure that the service is available. We're going to test those on Monday and Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. We should be open for business to the public pronto.
ACP Kerwin explained the services that will be accessible at the new location.
Well, the entire executive staff of the RGPF will be relocated, meaning the commissioner, the deputy, all of the ACPs, they will be down here. The staff officer office is coming down to the new building. The records will be down here into the new building. Our typing pool, our finance department, our telecommunications department, our criminal records department, and our community relations department. These are all of the departments that will be in the new building. So as of Monday, or as of today for that matter, we cease to function at police headquarters Fort George. So all of the departments that are mentioned no longer exist at the police headquarters Fort George, and as of Tuesday, all of the services they provided will now be provided at this new facility on the Carenage. Services at our criminal records office and our community relations department can be had on the Carenage seafront. Those offices, you can access them from the Carenage. Police headquarters and all of the services that police headquarters will be providing will be accessed at the Hubbard Blaze Street entrance. So we have 3 different entrances to departments at the building. 2 at the Carenage front, CRO and CRD, and police headquarters proper, which includes our firearms department, our finance department. Those departments can only be accessed at the Hubbard Blaze entrance.
The officer indicated that there will be some traffic interruptions as they settle into the new facility. However, special arrangements, he said, will be made to accommodate persons likely to be affected.
We do need to let the public know there will be some traffic interruptions. There has to be some diversion. There has to be some new parking arrangement for the building. We are still in the process of factoring or finalizing what we want to do in terms of our parking. We do have some available spaces. It is inadequate. So the public will be interrupted in some way, or inconvenience might be the better word, in some way where parking is concerned. We have decided that we're not going to allow parking in front of the building, so there may be some no parking signs erected around the building. But as we unveiled the new look police headquarters, will come all of these changes, but we will make sure to inform the public well in advance what changes they can expect where traffic and parking are concerned.
Christina John, GBN News.
All right. The story to report, energy here in Grenada is electric as fans and soca enthusiasts eagerly await the results of the inaugural Ultimate Soca Champion competition on what is famously known as Fantastic Friday in Trinidad. This groundbreaking event marks a revival of the competition spirit that many have longed for since the absence of the International Soca Monarch in 2020. Eugenia Peters has this update.
Among the finalists representing Grenada are two powerhouse performers, Shondell Amada, who delivered a high-energy performance of his Soca Monarch winning hit, The Tape, and Kenroy Blacker Than Auguste, whose track, Blessing, has not only become a Trinidadian favorite, but has even been whispered as a potential road match contender. Dash told GBN he is enthused to be on this mega platform.
So the experience been great, been to a couple of fets, in the vibes, networking, working with the producers, the DJs, the promoters, getting that networking in. That's the most important thing. So it's been a great experience so far. I never doubt myself in nothing I do. I never go no way and perform on no stage, no competition, no matter what, and give nothing half-hearted. I give my best, I leave my all on the stage. I'm just waiting for the results now. And make my country and make my brand proud, as usual.
The competition is divided into two categories, Youth Soca Champion and Ultimate Soca Champion, with an additional social media wildcard element where fans can engage directly in the competition. The stakes tonight are sky high, with the winner of the Ultimate Soca Champion title walking away with a TT $1 million grand prize. Soca lovers can also have their say. The B-Mobile People's Champion category allows fans to vote for their favorite artist via text, with the winner receiving $10,000 and other prizes. Grenada has already made history in this arena, with Mr. Killer being the first non-Trinbagonian to claim the Power Soca Monarch title back in 2019. And tonight, the question on everyone's mind: will history repeat itself? One thing is certain, the Ultimate Soca Champion winner will have to defend their title in 2026 and is required to perform at an international music festival organized by the USC. Travel and accommodation costs will be covered, but the winner must make themselves available for the global stage. The night promises to be an exhilarating display of raw talent, infectious energy, and pure soca power. And the best part? You can witness every thrilling moment live on GBN television from 8 p.m. The network is the exclusive media partner for the Ultimate Soca Monarch in Grenada. For GBN News, I am Eugenia Peters.
We look forward to the results. All right, let's go to camera 2 at the moment. Still to come in network news. Government officials warn against non-compliance with the ban on aged vehicles. Plus, health officials strategize to provide improved mental health services in Grenada. We'll be right back.
Attention all track and field fans, the race is on and history is being made. On Saturday, March 1st, the Kirani James Athletic Stadium comes alive yet again for the Charlie George Classic. We honor a true stalwart of Grenadian athletics, Mr. Charles A.R. George, the longest serving president of the Grenada Athletics Association. Watch the best of the best go head-to-head in sprints, distance races, field events, and thrilling relays with top clubs like 473 MVP, Ace, Fusion Athletics, Velocity Varsity Track Club, St. David's Track Blazers, and more. The excitement kicks off at 10 a.m., so be there early. Witness the speed, the strength, and the passion of Grenada's finest athletes. This is more than a meet. It's a legacy in motion. The Charlie George Classic, Saturday, March 1st. Be there.
Attention Grenadians, get ready for an exciting weekend of empowerment and inspiration under the theme Accelerating a Transformed NDC. Delegates, party members, and special invitees will partake in the NDC Convention 2025, Sunday, March 2nd at the Happy Hill Secondary School. After the convention, everyone is invited to our sensational rally at the Bushes U playing field starting at 4 p.m. Be inspired by our distinguished guests. Hear from Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt of Dominica, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre of St. Lucia, and our very own political leader and Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, and more. Organize your transportation and walk with your flags, bandanas, drums, shells, whistles, and head down to Bushes U to be part of the transformation.
Cause I believe in the truth, and I just wanna live good.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Unlocking opportunities, Excel leads the way in digital advancement every single day. Fair internet access for all to share. Transparent billing with consumer care. Excel 3EC bill safeguarding our rights. Net neutrality, consumer protection shining bright. Mobile number portability available to you. Switch providers seamlessly. Keep the number true. Excel 3EC bill promoting fair play in the digital world every single day. Affordable services are important for all. Through the EC bill, there'll be progress overall. Excel and the NTRCs connecting our communities.
Excel and the NTRCs digitally transforming our space together.
Take charge of your financial journey by switching to an Own Your Own loan at Arise Credit Union. Arise's Own Your Own loan is as unique as you are because we know one size fits all does not fit you. With Own Your Own loan, you get unmatched benefits including lower interest rates, flexible repayment options, discounted loan and legal fees, and savings from hardware suppliers. Tailor-made options that put you in control. Switch now and step into the life you were always meant to live with Arise's Own Your Own loan. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future. Call us today at 440-1759 or visit our website at arisescu.com.
Grenada National Folk Group, in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture, proudly presents Iconic Moves and Melodies.
Yes, man!
Iconic songs and melodies. A heartfelt tribute to the legendary Miss Shirley Robinson. Mark your calendar. Saturday, March 1st, 2025 at the Grenada Trade Center, starting at 5 p.m. Immerse yourself in an evening of vibrant folk songs, classical songs, Negro spirituals, patriotic songs, captivating poetry, and mesmerizing dance performances as we honor Miss Shirley Robinson, a true pioneer of Grenada's cultural heritage. You'll also get the chance to have a meet and greet with Miss Shirley Robinson. Tickets are just $50 for adults and $25 for children. Iconic moves and melodies, a celebration you don't want to miss. Join us Saturday, March 1st at the Grenada Trade Center. Let's honor the legacy, celebrate the culture, and make it a night to remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, race yourselves for the event of the year, March Madness Mega Bingo. Grenada, get ready, because on Sunday, March 2nd, the National Stadium comes alive from 5 p.m. Get ready for a night that will make you jump out of your seat, because you can win up to $100,000 in cash. Yeah, you heard right, $100,000 in cash. And that's not all. We're hosting 10 thrilling games with a prize of $5,000 each, and 5 heart-pounding games with a whopping $10,000 each. Whoa! Act fast and secure your tickets now at $60 for one or $100 for two. Free buses will be available Sunday, March 2nd. Megaforce presents the March Madness Mega Bingo. It's not just a bingo game, it's an event.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Guraka Television Center authorities are encouraging individuals to be diligent when purchasing and importing vehicles, ensuring they fall within legal parameters to avoid complications on arrival. Under statutory rules and orders, SRO 43 of 2020, vehicles aged 10 years and older cannot be imported into Grenada. Nisha Paul has this report.
Since the July 2020 implementation of Grenada's vehicle importation ban on cars older than 10 years, there have been several cases where non-compliant vehicles were imported. Mrs. Karen Forsyth Hall, Acting Comptroller of Customs, is reminding importers to be mindful of regulations concerning the importation of used vehicles, following recent instances where 2 vehicles over the legal age limit arrived in the country but could not be cleared. Additionally, importers are being urged to factor in potential delays while making their purchases to avoid financial losses.
Another area too that persons need to be concerned about or to be mindful of is in terms of the shipping time. So you may buy the vehicle and it may be 9 years. If there's a shipping delay, then it may cross that 10-year mark and the person won't be able to get the vehicle. We won't be able to release the vehicle. And so these are things also that persons need to be mindful of, to leave sufficient time for shipping and for shipping eventualities when they are purchasing vehicles.
In cases where non-compliant vehicles do enter the country, authorities follow strict disposal procedures, which may include disassembling and disposing of the vehicles.
It is rather unfortunate when persons are unable to clear their vehicles and they have already spent to purchase the vehicle. And that is why we want to encourage persons to be mindful of the legislation, be mindful of the parameters that they exist within, so that they are sure that when they order the vehicles, they come and these vehicles are less than the 10-year mark. And when they are not, when the vehicles are not in compliance, then we would not be able to allow them to leave the port with the vehicle.
Meanwhile, Leslie Smith, Director of Renewable Energy in the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, addressed a common assumption regarding the fuel efficiency of older vehicles. He emphasized that cars over 10 years old typically produce higher emissions, contributing more to environmental degradation.
Many persons may not be aware, but 37% of our total greenhouse gas emissions in Grenada is attributed to the transportation sector. It is actually the second highest sector after the electricity sector that contributes to our greenhouse gas emissions. And so with our obligations under the Paris Accord, and in meeting our obligations under the nationally determined contribution, the country would have had to put measures in place to reduce its total greenhouse gas emissions. And one such area was with the transportation sector, hence the reason for the ban on importation of these vehicles that are older than 10 years.
He further explained that newer vehicles are expected to be more fuel efficient, reducing harmful emissions and aligning with Grenada's environmental sustainability goals. Smith also highlighted key areas that need to be addressed moving forward.
What has to happen together with that is that we should also institute fuel emission standards that are not only going to look at the age of the vehicle, but also the fuel efficiency to make a better determination and to control the emissions related to these vehicles. In addition to that, there's a move now to go into hybrids and electric vehicles. And in the case of electric vehicles, this is the ultimate action that can be taken because they are actually zero or close to zero emissions related to electric vehicles, especially if these vehicles are charged from solar PV or renewable energy sources.
Authorities continue to urge the public to stay informed and follow proper procedures to avoid unnecessary complications when importing vehicles. For GBN News, Nisha Paul.
This story to report: recently elected youth parliamentarian and Prime Minister of the Youth Parliament, Joshua Andal, is on the list of 20 regional finalists for the 2025 Commonwealth Youth Awards. Here's what we can tell you. 20 individuals have been shortlisted for the 2025 Commonwealth Youth Awards for excellence in development work. The Commonwealth Youth Awards recognizes the exceptional contributions of young people to achieving the sustainable development goals and enhancing development in their communities and beyond. Over 800 applications were reviewed by a panel of 54 pan-Commonwealth adjudicators. From an initial shortlist of 31, 20 finalists were selected. Commonwealth Secretary General Patricia Scotland, KC, congratulated the 20 finalists who represent every region of the Commonwealth, saying, quote, "Our young people have shown genuine interest, innovation and commitment in striving to make the Commonwealth fairer, more secure, more sustainable and more prosperous. Their projects demonstrate the great potential of 1.7 billion young people across the Commonwealth," unquote. The Youth Awards will be one of the key events to commemorate Commonwealth Day on March 10, 2025, celebrated by millions across Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, the Americas, the Pacific, and Europe. The Commonwealth Foundation will provide up to £30,000 in funding to support the awards. Member of Parliament for St. George South, Andy Williams, is looking to add a new portfolio under his belt. My colleague Nisha Paul tells us more.
Andy Williams, the elected Member of Parliament for St. George South, has officially confirmed his intention to contest the position of General Secretary of the ruling National Democratic Congress, NDC. Williams, who also serves as the Minister of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, MIT, is set to challenge incumbent Larry Barry for the influential party position. There has been ongoing discussion within political circles regarding Barry's tenure as General Secretary, with concerns raised about his management of the party's organizational structures. One of his most vocal critics has been talk show host and political activist Kem Jones, who has repeatedly questioned Barry's effectiveness in strengthening the party at the constitutional level. In a recent Facebook post, Williams outlined his vision for the NDC, emphasizing the need for stronger internal structures and improved communication within the party. The statement reads in part, and I quote, "I will work tirelessly to unite, organize, and mobilize our members, ensuring that NDC remains strong, prepared, and ready to win. Together, we will build a more vibrant and resilient party. Get registered," end quote. His decision to contest the position signals a push for change within the NDC's executive as the party seeks to consolidate its base and strengthen its organizational framework ahead of the next general election, constitutionally due in 2027. Williams' bid for General Secretary comes as the NDC prepares for its convention and rally. Williams' bid for General Secretary comes as the NDC prepares for its convention and rally scheduled for Sunday, March 2nd at the Busheju playing field. The party has been actively promoting the event and encouraging supporters to participate. With Williams' entry into the race, the contest for General Secretary is expected to be closely watched as it could influence the party's internal strategy and direction moving forward. Reporting for GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Another boost for agriculture as farmers receive irrigation systems. Next.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Right Choice Promotions in association with Investment Migration Agency of Grenada, together with our Riser Credit Union, presents the inaugural Virgin Parish Relay Meet. This is the real Mini Olympics, Saturday, March 8th. Las Just playing field in St. David. Relay action featuring the top clubs and schools from across Grenada, competing for cash prizes and more. Come see the nation's best athletes as they prepare for Intercall and Carifta Games 2025. First call to action is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, featuring live entertainment and excitement in the tug-of-war competition. Admission $10 adults, $5 children. Come to Virgin Parish, St. David on Saturday, March 8th for the Virgin Parish Relay Meet. Come share in the excitement and speed and see you there.
Yeah, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. Yeah, them bosses, Dragon. Hello. Been good. I see that. About 10, let them make a hard day, man. Me, I talk to you, man. But you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. What is that easy? No, what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Ah, yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Get value you'll love only at Quartz. With huge savings on select mattresses, mobile phones, and TVs. You'll also love our new arrivals in furniture and appliances. Plus, when you shop, get a chance to win great prizes. So come in, shop today, and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Get value you'll love only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Offer ends February 24, 2025. See store for details.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting, and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
In a move to boost sustainability in agriculture, farmers in Grenada are receiving advanced irrigation systems through the Challenge Fund for Agriculture under the GCRUISE project. We have more in this report.
Over 70 farmers in Grenada are benefiting from advanced irrigation equipment, including drip and micro sprinkler systems, valued at approximately 700,000 EC dollars. This is part of the Challenge Fund for Agriculture, a key initiative under the Climate Resilience Water Sector in Grenada G-Cruise project. The project is a collaboration between the Green Climate Fund, the German Federal Ministry for the Environment, Nature, Conservation, Nuclear Safety and Consumer Protection, and the Government of Grenada, with implementation by the Grenada Development Bank, GIZ, and the Ministry of Agriculture. In 2024, the Grenada Development Bank contracted F&N Farm Supplies and Sourcing Limited to supply the equipment. The first batch of equipment has arrived and will soon be distributed to farmers. Minister for Agriculture Honorable Lennox Andrew highlighted the role of staff in training and supporting farmers, emphasizing the importance of efficient water conservation practices.
The Ministry of Agriculture welcomes this investment in the agricultural sector, which will help build resilience in climate change, such as drought, and will also help ensure that there is efficient and sustainable use of our water resources and year-round production of adequate amounts of food, especially in the dry season. The Challenge Fund for Agriculture is in line with National Goal Number 2, National Outcome Number 4, Strategic Action Number 16 of the Sustainable Development Plan 2020-35, which speaks to facilitating the widespread application of climate-smart practices throughout the agricultural sector. The Challenge Fund for Agriculture is also very closely aligned with two of the ministry's strategic priorities for the period 25-27, which speak to promoting the sustainable use of our natural resources and improving food and nutrition security.
Astrid Regular, technical advisor for G-Cruise, explained that the irrigation systems not only conserve water but also boost productivity and farmers' returns.
Because farming is not just about cultivating crops, it is about managing a business. It was mentioned already twice, but I would like to repeat it. In light of climate change, farmers do not have the luxury to just continue business as usual. Changing water patterns requires farmers to adopt their traditional practices and to modernize their business. I'm proud that under the G-Cruise project, we are able to finance 100% of the irrigation equipment cost, but of course the farmers have their share in the installation and also in the maintenance of the equipment to ensure that it is an investment well kept.
Royston Cumberbatch, General Manager of the Grenada Development Bank, added that the initiative enhances climate resilience in the agricultural sector. The Challenge Fund for Agriculture is a critical component of the G-Cruise project focused on promoting sustainable water conservation practices in agriculture. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
We'll be back to report the sports news. Stay close.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Good evening, sporting fans. Scores of athletes representing schools and clubs are expected to converge on the National Stadium on Saturday, Kirani James Athletic Stadium, from 10 in the morning. This as they participate in the Charlie George Classic. The meet is sanctioned by the Grenada Athletic Association. Public Relations Officer is Kwame Hippolyte. According to him, the meet comes as part of the association's development agenda.
And we'll see performance in all of the events, all of the essential events, basic events of a track and field meet. The sprints, 1, 2, 4, the middle and long distance races, the 400 or the 800 meters into the 15. We would also have the 3,000 and 5,000 events at this meet. In addition to that, we will be having the jump events, long jump, triple jump, high jump, along with the throwing events. What is also important to note at this meet, we have infused 1 or 2 of our relay events. Added to that, we are going to be recognizing the athletes who performed outstanding over the last 3 meets of this nature. So it's a package of events, track and field events for our athletes.
Meanwhile, preparations are well underway for the Silver Sands Running Series. The second in the series of races will run off on Sunday. Organizer Jason Gooden says the event is open to all.
And it's up at the Grenada Golf Course. Starts at 8 o'clock, and one thing with Odyssey Timing Events is we start on time. So, if you're interested in coming out to take part, remember you need to go online at grenadaaccess.com to register. You register online using your credit card. If you have issues with credit cards, just give me a call, and we will try to facilitate you another way possible. And we have race categories for 3 to 5, 6 to 7, 8 to 9, 10 to 12, and it's like a 10 to 14. That's the end of the primary schools. Then we have a secondary schools category, and then the open category. And all of these races, because it's a series of events, every race that you come to, you're going to get points that will qualify you to the overall standings, which is the last race is on the 29th of June, and that's going to be the last event, which is going to be down at Cameron Park, and that's where we'll award all the top winners. So the best thing to do is to take part in as many events as possible, gather as many points, and see how you fare against all the other kids that take part in the event.
Action in the SBL Andy Williams Super League continues this weekend on the Grandans hard court. 3 games are done on the cards for tonight, with additional games set for Saturday and Sunday. Results from last evening: Tornadoes SC came away with a 64-33 victory, while Spartans edged out Southern Elites 55-54. Organizers say the action is only heating up.
Okay, everyone, we got basketball action coming to you from the Grandlands Hard Court. We are hosting a national basketball event with the top basketball clubs from around Grenada. We have basketball clubs from Grenville, Spotlight Ballers. We have basketball club from St. Mark's. We got the Titans. We got basketball club from Guelph. We got Sisters Sparklers. We got Tornadoes, Spartans. We got several basketball teams from around St. George's, including the Royal Grenada Police Force. It's a real nice environment on the Grandlands Hard Court. We got food, we got a fresh bar, we got drinks, and we got basketball action several days a week. Every week from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the Grandlands Hard Court, you can come down, take a seat, and enjoy the basketball action.
All right, that is the sports news for now. CARICOM heads at their February 19 to 21 summit expressed grave concerns over Venezuela's stated plans to conduct elections in Guyana's county of Essequibo. In their communique issued today, the CARICOM leaders urged Venezuela not to attempt to carry out elections or to intrude in any other way in Guyana's sovereign territory. The statement reads in part, and I quote, "Heads of government underscored that the convening of any such elections in Guyana's territory would be contrary to general principles of international law, the United Nations Charter, the December 1, 2023 Order of the International Court of Justice, and the agreements reached in the Joint Declaration of Argyll for Dialogue and Peace between Guyana and Venezuela," unquote. We can tell you too, the heads also condemned a February 17 attack on Guyana Defense Force soldiers by armed men from Venezuela. Further afield, President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance loudly berated President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine on Friday in an explosive televised shouting match unlike any seen in the Oval Office between an American president and foreign leader in modern times. Mr. Trump and Mr. Vance castigated Mr. Zelensky for not being grateful enough for U.S. support in its war with Russia, and sought to strong-arm him into making a peace deal on whatever terms the Americans dictate.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning. Sure. First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards.
Mr. President.
You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III.
With voices raised and tempers flaring, Mr. Trump threatened to abandon Ukraine altogether if Mr. Zelensky did not go along. The exchange in front of television cameras was one of the most dramatic moments ever to play out in public in the Oval Office and underscored the radical break between the United States and Ukraine since Mr. Trump took office.
And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's backed you far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once this entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble. Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and your men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days.
U.S. media houses are reporting that the Ukrainian president was eventually kicked out of the White House. We'll be back to remind you of the headlines. Reminder of the headlines. CARICOM Foreign Affairs ministers seek clarity on the implications of new Cuba sanctions. Families in St. Patrick receive new Build Back Better homes. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell leads regional telecoms review. Ultimate Soca champion to be revealed tonight on GBN. Police move into new headquarters on the Carenage. Also in the news regionally, CARICOM heads concerned over Venezuela's election plans. Internationally, tensions flare as U.S. President Donald Trump meets with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada Athletic Association to run off the Charlie George Classic from 10 a.m. on Saturday, while wins for Spartans and Tornadoes SC last evening in SPL Andy Williams Super League. I'm Kenroy Baptiste in the Grenadian capital. That's all from us in the newsroom. Have a fantastic weekend. Please be safe. Good night.